Today I have a very special guest, one of my students who received a very good band score in IELTS academic in a very short period of time, in probably 2 weeks. It was just amazing. And I want to welcome Adnan Can. Hello, Adnan Can. How are you?
Hi, I am good, thank you. How about you?
I'm very well, thank you. Can you tell us a little bit about
Yeah,
yourself?
I'm 17. I graduated 2 months ago in Bielefeld. My favorite sport is swimming. I love playing chess, watching shows, sitcoms, and reading book.
That's awesome. Great. Thank you. In this period of time that we had lessons, I also got to know you well. So it was also amazing. Now, tell me about also your learning English journey. And how did you learn English? And then after that, how was your experience before IELTS?
I started learning 10 years ago, maybe in schools, but I didn't listen any of the English lessons. Mostly I learned, especially 5 years ago, I started watched English movies, shows. I learned all of English of them
All right, that's great. And why did you decide to take the IELTS exam?
because all of Europe university is better than our universities. Uh, I thought England is education is most good one in whole world. Because of that, I want to take IELTS.
All right, that's good. And I'm glad that you could reach your goal. And
Thank you.
that was awesome. And also, I'm also excited to know about your feeling when you learned about your score. How did you feel?
I normally expect five, but after I learned 5.5, I'm little shocked and happy.
All right, that's good. I'm happy that also you reached your goal. And also something which was interesting about your case, you only had probably 2 weeks to prepare. That's very intensive and at the same time very intense. And what was your first thought?
I think 2 weeks is not short time. I think it's not short, it's huge because you have a 24 hours per day and is about more than 300 hours. And I think it is really achievable and not hard thing.
All right, glad that it was a really good mathematical calculation that you had about. So it shows that it's possible because sometimes some students they think that probably 2 weeks or 1 week it is not enough, but it was just practical in your case. And how many
Yeah,
hours?
and IS is really student friendly. You said this too. Is they really help you in the exam, especially speaking is really easy.
All right, that's good. We're going to also talk about those parts as well, about these skills. You will share your experience with other people. And what was it like studying IELTS with me in such a short time? I want to also know your experience.
Yeah, it's great because our lessons expect reading is not came like a lesson because we talk about general ideas. Speaking is really funny. Our lessons is really great. It's really good experience. Um, your our speaking is really help to me in lessons, and I improve myself in listening too. First, I started with 10, and now I do 18, 19 questions, sometimes 20.
That's great. Happy to hear that. And you also talked about 24 hours a day and so on. And now I have a question about your schedule. How many hours a day did you study? And how did you just stay motivated?
Always is changed. It's not only one number. Mostly, but I can say the general. I study 1, 2 hours around here, and sometimes is 7, 8 days. I watched English movies, and I came better. It's not you not should study 7, 8 hours if you uh, don't want maybe 7, 8.
All right, good. And how about your motivation? How did you stay motivated in this period?
Okay, I look this is competition. If I can't achieve my goal, I am lose. If I achieve, I win, and I hate losing. I motivated myself this way.
All right, that's great. And it worked really well. And in your preparation period, what was the hardest part of it? And how did you overcome it?
Definitely reading, because I I learn English with movies, and they are not academic thing. They're casual conversations in normal life. But in exam two, I didn't understand all of the paragraph. I tried to understand the logic of that. I With that thing, I achieved my reading came 5.
All right,
But honestly, my real band is maybe 4.
but you could use the techniques really well. That was really good. Bravo.
Yeah.
All right. Now let's also talk
Thank
about
you.
the skills together. Let's start with listening. How did you improve your listening skills? Do you have any tips for other students? Imagine that I want to start for IELTS. What would be your tips?
And listening, I think we don't have so much tips. Only they can study spelling thing, because it's confessed and maybe you can't catch it. But normal speaking, only it is basic thing. You should understand the what is he or she saying.
All right, good points about this spelling. You are right. And about reading. And you talked about reading, but about time management and other issues of reading. What would be again your tips for other students and about your experience as well?
In reading, I am not so good. I can't give so many advices, but in time management thing, I focus especially first part and second part, because I should do I think 13, 14, and because of that, my time management is not so good. I only focus first and second part. Maybe if their goal is 5.5, they can do this too.
Good point. Good point.
Don't be try doing 4 or 3.
All right. Good point. I agree. Just having just reasonable goals and preparing for it would be just great for every single student. And now I want to also know about your writing. And as you know, writing is usually tough for many students, especially in Turkey as well. How did you practice writing tasks?
I did you gave 3, 4 tasks. I did that, and I think it's enough. But in the exam, first I started writing really bad. My 25 minutes is gone, and I only finished near of the first part. I only have 35 minutes. I don't begin the second part. Its first part is not finished, but I use all my brain power on that, and it's came, and I think the second part is more easy, because you can use your creativity. I think first one is more hard.
Yes, that was a good point about also creativity in the second task. And
Because you can write all of your thoughts. It's not hard.
that's also something important that you mentioned. That's one of the main differences between task one and task two. So task one, just you describe. Task two, you write your opinion. Good. And also, let's talk about your vocabulary and grammar. Can you share how you improved your grammar and vocabulary for writing?
Vocabulary and grammar, again, I learn in films or shows. I almost never studies all of them. Only we can look the lessons, maybe 2 hours of thing. But I didn't do extra study of that.
All right. But that watching film also helped you a lot because when
Really,
you had really good
really helps.
vocabulary as well. That was a good point. And now, also another thing which is a bit scary for students in Turkey and many countries is speaking. How did you feel before the speaking test, and how did you prepare for the speaking?
In speaking, the beginning, I'm little excited, and before the exam, in last 31 hours, I do practice with ChatGPT. I always create scenarios, what questions can come. Uh, we studied that, and in our lessons is really help. Is most help part is speaking our lessons. My speaking in 2 weeks ago maybe 4.5, but my speakings came 5.5, and the questions are really, it's not my interested. The questions are singing the singers, and I didn't know singers. I didn't listen so much music in past.
Well, I'm glad that they were helpful. And something that also attracted my attention was your practice with ChatGPT. Can you share some tips with our audience, with the other students who prepare for the IELTS, how they can just practice with ChatGPT?
It's really help. You can ask what type questions come in the IELTS, and gives so many scenarios. We look in 1 hour, maybe I look 9, 10 scenarios. It's really help.
That's very good.
And
Point.
I have little excited in beginning of the exam, and I can break this excitement with ChatGPT too.
That's very good. I loved it. And now, also, I want to just come back to IELTS, but let's just take it a bit away from it. And I want you to just think about the future because I know that you have really good vision and mission. And when it comes to IELTS or exam preparation, do you think in the future AI will replace teachers?
Definitely, I think definitely, because now they can't learn that good, but it's always develop really fast, and I my idea is 10 years after 10 years, maybe 1% of teachers continue to their job. It's only not teacher, doctors, architecture, I can spell it,
Architects.
engineers, designers, all of mostly all of jobs.
Well, thank you. I should think of something that AI will not replace in the future. All right, now we can come back to the speaking part. Do you remember any questions from your speaking test and have you answered it?
I remember some questions, and the question is, what is your favorite singer? One of them of that, and what is your favorite subject? And it's interesting. We practiced this ChatGPT
Really?
before
That's
the
cool.
exam. And what is your most hard subject? And they're asked too, I think. And what is your most favorite device in your kitchen? I don't remember, but similar of that.
Mhm.
First off, I said the subject thing. I said my favorite is history because our history is important. We can take lessons of that, and it's not all about the emperors, governments. We can learn marketing techniques too, and successful peoples too, their histories. I say the most favorite device in the kitchen. I said fridge because I made up this, but I said because of the I can protect my junk foods, candy bars, that like of things.
That was very smart. I know that you have a very healthy lifestyle. Eat healthy food. You could answer really well.
But I can't think anything. I only think this, and I said.
That was very smart. Very smart. Loved it. Now, let's just have some reflection on your progress. In just 2 weeks, what was your biggest improvement?
My biggest improvement, I think, the listening part, I think, because in listening, I can understand people's, but in exam, I don't know the techniques. I can't do it, but we practice 4 or 5 lessons, and my listening came really good situation. I do 5.5, but I think my potential is 6.
I agree. You improved really
And
well.
thank you, in exam, because I think second part I miss one of them, and I miss 3 4 of them too. Because of that, it's a little problem. But again, my band is good in listening too.
Yes, I agree with you. I agree that you also improved a lot. And if you hadn't missed, probably you would have got even 6, as you said. Good.
And I improve myself speaking too, because our lessons again help really much in speaking, because I can speak, I can talk about myself, my hobbies, or my thoughts, but sometimes you should talk more.
Yeah.
Is That should be short, and I learned the techniques.
All right, that's good. Happy to hear that. Happy I could help. And did you surprise yourself in any part of the test?
Not so much surprised, but against I started writing really bad,
Hmm.
and in reading the in reading is really boring, and after 20 minutes I fight with the sleeping. I want to sleep, and in 2 minutes in the exam I do like that, and my sleep is little gone, and I'm try to do that.
I remember you told me you would you would also concentrate, you would work on your concentration. So you performed. That was good, good. And what helped you most? Practice test, feedback, or something else?
I think our lessons, your feedbacks, and especially again speaking and listening part, and writing too, because now again I know how can I write, but I learned how should do the paragraphs, which details should I give. I learned this part too.
All right, that's awesome. And if you had more time, what would you have done differently?
I think anything. I'm not regret of my
Really?
decisions.
That's good. I liked
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Really liked it. Awesome. And now let's talk about some tips, advice, and future plans for other people. What advice do you have for other young students who need IELTS in a short time?
If their band is little low, their band is little low. For example, they have a 2 or 1 weeks. They locked their self. Actually, I study 1 2 hours because my band is a little more high. They should maybe work 4 5 hours, study 4 5 hours. In our lessons, I give example this too in the speaking practice. Uh, for example, they wake up in 10, and they should 2 hours study, and they can give 4 hours a break. And what's time? It's 4, and they can study 2 hours. Its clock is 6, and they they have 3 4 hours before the bed.
I remember that
And
example
we practice
for
a
my
private
presentation.
lessons for some
Yes,
students.
you're right. Give some context for other people who watch this video. Because we were talking about business, Adnan Can had really good ideas. So I said, I will plan a very good business for me. That's just the context. And that was really good.
And I recommend they should delete the social media accounts, and at least if they're starting the exam, only this part, because they're really distractors. But I recommend they should delete all of the time.
Yes, you're right. And even I recommended that to one of my students who is preparing for the TOEFL, and it helped him a lot. All right, that was good.
They are really waste of time
I agree.
in life, and especially more in
Yeah,
in the studies more. I can't study with the social media.
I can
I'm
imagine.
addictive.
I can imagine. All right, good. Now you have your target score in IELTS. What's your next step?
My next step is now I'm going to UK. I want to be a civil engineer, and I manage the Europe in our company Europe department. Now we are only in Iraq, Turkey, and my dad's supposed to. We have now ideas invest Germany, or we can invest some other countries. That's my goal.
That's very good. After a few years, we will also watch this video again, and you will say, "You see, I said a few years ago that I would do these things. Now I'm doing." All right, that was great. And thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate. I also felt so happy. And when I heard your result, that was just awesome. And you were a great student because you followed everything, you practiced, and you worked really hard. And that's why you could also reach your goal. And I'm sure
Thank you.
even at university and in your future career, you will be successful. And I'm looking forward to having another interview with you after a few years and when you run your own business.
We can do
Okay,
again.
that's great. All right, thank you. And thank you everybody for watching this video. It's awesome. And don't forget to like the video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel.